Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. Today, we are talking about guitar gifts on a budget. So, maybe your child, or your friend, or significant other, or relative, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Somebody in your family owns a guitar. You want to buy them gifts, but you don't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money. A new guitar can go anywhere from $100 to tens of thousands and everywhere in between. A guitar amp or a modeling amp can also be very, very expensive. If you don't know what a modeling amp is, basically it simulates an amp. So I threw together a handful of things that I personally like. Most of these are under $50. The majority of these are under $50. So starting off is guitar picks. So these are specialty picks that I'm showing you that are a little bit more expensive, such as this one being $8 each. Typically, you can buy a dozen guitar picks for about $10, I think. We can go ahead and double check that too. I'll show you another brand that is very reputable. Dunlop guitar picks. And if we just go to shopping, 12 pack for $15 right there, $5. So normal guitar picks, we'll go ahead and go to Amazon here. For a 12 pack are $5 or $6. But there is a specialty guitar pick market, and usually they are more expensive. And a lot of people think it's insane to pay $8 for a pick. I have several Gravity guitar picks. Very nice. Are they the best pick in the world? I don't know. I like my Dunlops too. Another reputable brand for Gravity guitar pick besides Gravity guitar picks. And you can choose all different sizes here too. It's not just one size. So let's say I want, I don't know, big mini, you got holes in it. Sunrise standard. They have ones that are similar to a Jazz 3 pick if that's what you're going for, and you can customize them as well. So let's see here. You might be able to go even, let's see, shop single acrylic picks. There we are. And here you can choose the thickness. It looks like they used to go up to 6mm. At the moment, it looks like it's only going up to 4. We'll see here. Size standard. There we go, 6mm. So, I mean, yeah, $15 for a guitar pick, kind of expensive, but a cheaper thing if you want to get them. And this is a very thick guitar pick, and most people don't traditionally use picks this thick, but you have a whole slew of different sizes. You got different shapes too here as well. I like the Stealth personally. And then you can also customize these. They have kind of a custom shop type thing here, acrylic custom shop, where these are more expensive, and you can do whatever size you want. Let's say I want this, I want a standard, I want speed bevels, I want 6mm. Sure, throw a hole in there. Sure, why not? Polished. Yeah, you can put custom text on it, all sorts of crazy stuff. So you can customize it too. You can put their name on it or something. That is an option. Another kind of more boutique pick manufacturer is V-Picks. So these are two that are very reputable, very good. You won't have to worry about losing your money here. And same thing, they have all different shapes and sizes. Just learn the size that you want. These you do have to actually click on them, and then it tells you how big they are. Typically, guitar picks in size are measured in millimeters. Or if you're not looking to spend that much money, you can get a typical 12 pack of Dunlop picks for $5 or $6. You can get them a variety pack for $8. They got nylon, max grip. Flow is a newer type of guitar pick. A lot of people like them now. You can ask them what type of music they like. Sometimes if you're doing the fast stuff, you want a little bit of a pointier type thing. Here's a 12 pack. They have some different picks that are more expensive as well, but guitar picks are always good to have. So moving on from guitar picks, the next thing I would recommend is a quality instrument cable or speaker cable. If they have a half stack or a full stack, speaker cables and instrument cables are different. Just so you know, for anyone new here that is unfamiliar, instrument cable is what goes to the guitar. A speaker cable is what goes to a guitar amp to speakers. So they're different loads. They're weighted for different things. So know the difference. Stag. I've had a Stag guitar cable that I have been using for over a decade and have not had problems with it. I thought I did have problems with it. I found out it was actually problems with the amp itself, not the cable. And they have different sizes, different varieties. They have cloth covered. A couple Fender cables are good too. You can do Fender cables. They make perfectly fine guitar cables. Ernie Ball is another good brand. They make good guitar cables. D'Addario, if I can spell that right. D'Addario. Definitely didn't spell it right. It fixed it for me. They are also a reputable brand, and all this stuff you can just pick up on Amazon. Moving on, a nice guitar strap. So you can get a nice guitar strap. Here is a Levy's leather guitar strap. Levy's is a very good company. This is typically your cheapy guitar strap that a lot of people play with when you're first starting off. If you have a heavier guitar, not the most comfortable thing in the world. You get something like this. It's leather. It's padded. $22. There you go. And, you can get fancy designs. You can get something more expensive. And this is like an extra padded strap right here, for those really heavy guitars. And you can actually type in, guitar strap, extra wide or extra long, whatever length you need. Somebody will figure it out for you. Yeah, here's one right here. Comes with some picks too. Got all these little cushy doodads as well. A couple different varieties. Fairly cheap. Another thing is strings. Every guitar player, every bass player needs strings. So if you're a bass player, unfortunately your strings are going to be like $20 a pack, for a cheap gift on a budget. Not bad, but your typical pack of guitar strings is going to set you back $7. Ernie Ball is good. D'Addario is good. I would recommend those two brands. There are other brands out there. Things can, if you get coated strings, like that could be Elixir is also a good brand as well. They have both acoustic, electric, bass strings, all your string needs. Something else that you can get on a budget is guitar pedals. Now, guitar pedals, like guitars, have a very wide range. You can get cheap ones for as low as $10, and you can get boutique pedals for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And no, I am not kidding. That is the range. But if you shop a brand like Behringer, reputable brand, they have a whole bunch of different things for $25. So you got a fuzz, you got an overdrive, graphic equalizer, delay. I would recommend seeing if the person you're buying this for already has one of these, is that way you don't buy them the same one. Ultra metal, ultra vibrola, compression retainer, heavy metal, ultra chorus, vintage phaser. Yeah, every effect you can want imaginable, Behringer has it. And if you don't like Behringer, some people don't, you can just put in guitar pedal on Amazon and see what you get. And here is some random brand metal pedal. Patch cables are also good. So these go in between cables. So this kind of falls into that instrument cable category. Basically, it's a small instrument cable, so you can hook multiple pedals together. Donner, looks like that's got some good reviews. Ghost, whatever the heck this is. So yeah, you can just go on Amazon, maybe sort by price, and go nuts. I'm sure you can find something in your price range. Most people can. Another thing, or I would say the last thing I have on my list, is guitar gig bags. Cases, hardshell cases, are typically $100, which is why I'm not kind of straying away from that. But if you bought a guitar and you need a case and they're trying to tell you, oh, we want $100 for it, no. You can literally type in the name of the guitar and gig bag after it on Amazon, eBay, whatever internet website you want to use, and you can find something for a third of the price, around 30 bucks. Like here, because this is a reputable brand, Gator, they charge $120. But look, Gleam, somebody I've never heard of, makes a decent one for an acoustic guitar here. And we'll go ahead and click on it just to check it out. And the inside has some nice foam padding. Now, are these as nice as a hard shell case? No, they are not, but they are better than nothing. They're better than not having a case at all. Keeps the dust off of it, keep it in a corner. You know, somebody knocks it over, there's less of a chance. I would just say make sure it's not something like this. This, I think, is basically extremely flimsy. Yeah, maybe not. One picture makes it look flimsy, one doesn't. But look at the reviews. That's what I would recommend. This one can even hold 2 guitars. That one's a little bit more expensive. But let's say they own a Les Paul. We can type in Les Paul gig bag. And here's a bunch of cases that will fit. Most soft shell cases are kind of generally generic, and they will fit most guitars. Unless you have something kind of weird, like a Thunderbird or a Firebird, for example, but those are a little bit more expensive instruments typically. Then, you know, the majority of guitars, I would argue, will fit in this case. And you even got a strap there. This is showing a Stratocaster style guitar in there as well. Anti-wear, thickened protection, $36. So you have options. You have options. You know, if you're on a budget, you don't have a lot of money, this video is what you're looking for. It's okay. I have maybe 50 bucks in my pocket, maybe a little less. I want to get somebody a present. Everything seems stupidly expensive. Here you go. I can guarantee you there's nothing on the list that they are going to be mad about. And when you don't know, buy strings. Everybody needs strings sooner or later. If you're trying to make it a surprise, this can be a little bit harder because you might have to ask them. There's different string gauges and string thicknesses. So you might have to ask them, you know, what type of string gauge do they like? Somehow bring that into a conversation. Or, you know, hey, what kind of guitar pedals do you already own? Some of this stuff is hard to bring to a conversation. A guitar strap you can't really go wrong with, unless they're like super fussy about them. I mean, I'm not really super fussy, but once you have a good guitar strap that's a little bit extra wider, a little bit thicker padded, you don't, I hate to say you don't like the cheapy ones anymore, the super cheapy ones, but you really don't. So there it is. That's where I'm going to end it. I hope you got some useful information here. We'll call this Guitar Gifts on a Budget, I think is what we're going to be calling this video. Subscribe for more content. Check out my channel. Plenty of videos to see. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.